Hey guys, it's Girl Got Game. Welcome back to Date Warp, where we have a very traumatized Nathaniel on the floor. Now, normally you can get the bad ending the way you'd have the other one so far, which is just change your choice at the end, basically. But I was told not to comfort Nathaniel in this situation, so I thought I would go back and do that. Maybe reveal what I know about Bianca, if that's an option. Unless it's just like streamlines you right to the ending, but I thought I'd try anyway. I got a long way to go down. Let's see. I don't know if that's going to work, though. I guess I'm gonna have to go this way. And... that didn't really help me, did it? Why are these getting so hard to do? It's my question. Like, excuse me. Who told you you could be so difficult to get? Alright. Think, brain. How are you gonna get there? There we go. There's the ticket. Work backwards sometimes, and that helps. Okay. See what happens. Nathaniel is curled on the floor, every line of his body written with despair. And it's all my fault. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I crouch beside him, hugging his shoulders awkwardly. There's no point in trying not to give the wrong impression now. Albin already thinks what he thinks, and how could I possibly leave Nathaniel like this? Ahem. You would never... I know you would never do anything like what he said. I can feel him shaking under my hands, but he doesn't make a sound. You tried to tell me. I should have seen it. Albin's sick relative. I knew there was something wrong, some trouble on Nathaniel's mind that he wasn't talking about. All along, he's been playing the perfect host and keeping his private worries hidden away, dealing with our foolishness while his girlfriend, the woman he was going to marry, is sick and maybe dying. And he's trapped in here, with us, and there's nothing he can do about it. Of course he's upset. And of course Albin is upset. He'll realize he was wrong. He's just worked up. He explodes at everyone, like you said. He doesn't mean it. I'll tell him it was my fault. It was a mistake. It will never happen again. I promise. I am not his princess, and I never will be. He still hasn't said a word. Man, he really got traumatized. Do you want me to leave you alone now? No. Do you want to talk about it? And slowly he rose from the grave. Slowly, he uncurls, his pale face streaked with the passage of silent tears. I'm surprised that he wanted us to stay. Her name is Bianca. After my parents left, this house was too quiet. Too empty. It belonged to me then, so I could make my own choices. Jake was the dog I'd always wanted. But he was still only a dog, and I was still... lonely. I attended the local university, but I had difficulty making connections. Growing up with servants and private tutors made my social skills inappropriate. It is hard to imagine Nathaniel mixing with a laughing crowd of drunken Greeks and sports fans, or even with eager engineers and budding politicians. One day I was visiting a building in the music department, and I heard a violin playing a familiar tune. I followed that sound to a small recital room. And there she was, eyes closed, violin under her chin, making the most beautiful sound. And it was love at first sight. Beautiful, romantic, and exactly the sort of girl Nathaniel deserves. I'm glad I came back and picked this just to hear how he met her. Will she be alright? We don't know. It doesn't look good. If there's anything I can do. It's my fault he broke down. I'll do anything to give him his happiness back. His and Bianca's. If I truly do care about him, that's all I can do. Selfless Janet is in the house? What? Who is this new person? Alright, let's fast forward. Oh, so we didn't go read the diary. We woke up from the explosion. Very interesting. Okay, so I apologize again. You already said that. I know, I just wanted to say it again. You have so much on your shoulders, and I made it worse, so I'm sorry. You don't have to say anything. It's my problem, so I needed to apologize for it. You shouldn't have to try and make me feel better. Whoops. Now that we know the truth about Bianca, is there anything we can do? Ordinary medicine has done all it could. It's in Linz's hands now, and God's. All we can do is pray for her. Who would I pray to? I'm not religious. Religion is a bunch of good ideas mixed in with superstition and politics. But if this is the only thing he asks of me, I'll try. Now I want to go back and, like, tell him about what I read in the diary to see what he says. Because I never read the diary this time around. Oh, so interesting. Yes, we don't get the choice to say whether we do or we don't, because she's already made up her mind that she'll do whatever Nathaniel wants of her. For his and Bianca's sake. I'm happy to stay. It's what everyone wants anyway. It's why we're all here. And Nathaniel would never forgive himself if he turned back now and Bianca's death really was his fault. So we'll take the chance. It's almost over now. Alright. Tick, tick, tick. The last few minutes of your life. Alright, so let's just do it. All in a bunch, we pelt down the stairs, clawing at the rails to keep from falling. Linz, the force field is collapsing. Janet, be careful. He catches my elbow as I stumble. We need to get inside. Albin pulls the door open and holds it so that everyone else can crowd through into the laboratory. Power levels are still increasing. The force fields are speeding up out there. We'll be crushed. Perhaps I should recalculate my risk parameters. Can you do it or can't you? With such a powerful reaction, it's clear that something will happen when we engage the plasmonic conduit. There is a substantial chance that it will kill us all. His hand hovers over a series of controls. The beta connector's blown loose again. Raphael, reconnect that. Yes, sir. 3 minutes and counting. But the levels are high enough that we could engage now if necessary, if the fields keep coming. I swallow hard. This is it then. If it doesn't make a difference, then do it now before this gets worse. And may all the gods forgive us. Linz nods, his eyes scanning rapidly back and forth over the readouts, making final checks. Cross your fingers, here we go. Okay, see where we ended up this time. What happened? I remember falling, then nothing. I feel so heavy. I hurt everywhere. I try to open my eyes, but there's something, fabric, covering them and I still can't see. Was there an explosion? I must still be alive or I wouldn't hurt this much. I'm so weak. Just trying to lift my arm makes me groan in pain. Are we Bianca right now? We are. Oh my goodness. You're awake. We've been so worried. Nathaniel? I can hear him, but I can't see anything. Where am I? I try to speak, but my lips and tongue are too dry. Cool fingers brush against my cheek. Your fever's gone now. Let me take this off your face. I blink a few times and try to focus. Everything will be all right now, Bianca. You'll see. What? Oh no! So I literally went into Bianca. So, I wish I had an epilogue for that though, because I'm like, does that mean Bianca is gone, but Janet is now in Bianca as Janet? Because that's a little awkward. Okay, and one last thing that I need to know. I think if I load from this one, I have the option to tell him about the diary. I'm just curious. Yeah, that one I'm not too sure of. From the reaction, I don't think that was Bianca. Like, I feel like we were still Janet, but in Bianca's body. Okay. I want to know, like, if he freaks out. Because I kind of hope that he, like, freaks out on Janet a bit, because this is just rude. So I need to know. Bianca had a lot of other boyfriends before you. Albin told you that? Not exactly. I hope this experiment works and she gets better, but she's not the right girl for you. There's no easy way to say this, but she sort of slept around. And how do you know this? I kind of read where she'd written, "It's not fair. She was supposed to love you and she lied to you about something like that? It's wrong and it's dangerous for your health." Oh my goodness, wow. She could have diseases! Ah, yes. Coming from a purely, from pure motivations there, Janet. Ah, here we go. I'm glad. I'm really glad Nathaniel reacted this way. And what makes you think that I didn't know about this? She wrote that she didn't tell you. Yeah, see, I figured that they must... Like, we read a portion of her diary. Not at first, no. We talked about it later. That's what adults do in a relationship. They discuss their problems openly instead of sneaking and spying like a child. Ooh, that sick burn, Nathaniel! I just thought you deserved to know the truth. It's not your business. You don't know her. You don't know me. I've never seen him so angry before. You judge her whole life based on a few words. Bianca has the purest heart I've ever known. She lights up a room when she walks into it. She makes friends instantly. She loves people. Loves people a little too much. Wow, Janet! Yes, she had other men before me. I don't care. She is an artist and a musician. She might perform professionally one day. She thinks of others before herself. She is the woman I want to marry. We don't agree on everything. No one does. I was only thinking of you. You're very young, Janet. Sometimes when you're young, you only see things in black and white. When you meet new people in this world, please try to consider that they have their own ways of thinking and doing things. And that you are not always right. Go away, Janet. I turn on my heel and flee. What am I feeling? Why does this hurt so much? What have I done? I was only trying to help. He hates me. He loves her. Even after everything. What will happen to me now? I'm still trapped here in this house, in this universe. I can't face him again today. I can't. Nathaniel, I'm so sorry. I'd do anything to make it up to you. I'd give anything I have so that you and Bianca can be happy together. Wow. I'm so glad he went after her, though. So how does this end, then, if you do that and you have that really awkward conversation? Do we, like, never talk to him before the thing happens? No, we don't. We're like, we're not touching that. We're just gonna leave that alone. I'm just curious if this still leads to the bad ending or not. But I'll fast forward. I'll know by the picture whether or not... Yeah, okay. So even if you tell him about that, it forces her to want to make atonement. Interesting. Okay, well done. I appreciate that very much. Yeah. Good. That's a good bad ending all around, I think. Okay. Alright, Nathaniel, you've cemented yourself pretty high on my list, just for being like a really normal guy, and awesome, and sweet, and all those good things. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Alright, well that's it for Date Warp for now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna go back to Seduce Me 2, of course, now. And we've got a very sweet cinnamon bun named Damien that we have to go and continue our romance with. So we'll see what he's dealing with and what nightmares we shall have this time around. So if you're interested in that, I hope I'll see you over there for that, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you later.